Today, I want to show you the work experience section of one of my consultation clients, Dr. Echo Rivera of Creative Research Communications, LLC. This is a great example for you because Echo did an awesome job of adding media, writing descriptions that really communicate well, and with the formatting. That's definitely what I want to point out to you today. So let's dive in. This is Echo's profile. Let's scroll down to the experience section. The first thing that I want you to notice about this section is that there's a See More button. Only some of the information is already presented. And if you're visiting this profile from a public link, if you're not already connected with Echo, you'll likely only see this main information about the role, about the name of the company, and how long she's worked there. You wouldn't see this description and maybe not the media links. So See More is really the best way to feel like the more information that you add to LinkedIn, the easier it is for people who want to engage further. So because you don't see this kind of overwhelming amount of information right off the bat, because of this See More button, it allows you to really expand on your experience in ways that people don't necessarily expect on LinkedIn. You really have an opportunity to describe what you're doing in that role. So let's click on that See More button. So you can see that this really is quite a long description, but Echo uses some formatting techniques to help break it up. Echo starts this entry by describing the company, by describing, in this case, her company, Creative Research Communications, LLC. Professional development training and done-for-you design services for academics, scientists, and evaluators who want to communicate their work more effectively. This is a one-sentence description that makes it very clear right off the bat for anyone who's reading this what this company does. Having this description in the first sentence makes it really easy for the people who just want a brief overview to get that information and move on. But if you want, for the people who want to read further, you can include more information. So, in terms of the formatting for this entry, I want you to notice how Echo uses different types of bullet points to help create kind of sections for this LinkedIn experience section. While she could use just short paragraphs, Echo has a lot of lists in this section. Lists can be really hard to read in sentences. So using this kind of separation of check marks and then bullet points makes it really easy for people to see the different items of a list. This also makes it especially easy to read on mobile screens. So I recommend that you use some kind of bullet point. Now, there isn't an automatic bullet point in LinkedIn. You will have to copy and paste or insert the symbol from elsewhere. You can just type bullet point into Google. I'll show you bullet point. I spelled that wrong. Okay, so type bullet point in. You'll see it's right here. You can just copy and paste it into your work experience section. That would be my recommendation for doing it pretty easily. So that's how I do it. Echo uses check marks here. She uses these little arrows, different things to draw attention to a heading or to draw attention to a list. So be creative with your formatting and break up those lists into these types of bullet points. I also want to point out that Echo uses these nice media links, different types of media links for each entry. These media links make it really easy for people to learn more when they want to. For instance, in this evaluation consultant section, you might want to see a version of Echo's infographics. Since she does data visualization, this might be something that would give me more information about what Echo was doing. Let's take a quick look. Yep, as you can see, we have a copy of the final report. We have a little description of it. So this is something that you can definitely do yourself. The other thing that I want to point out, especially for those of you at universities, you may have multiple roles at the same university. That could be because you got promoted. It could be because you had different kind of roles within your one experience. Say you were a graduate student, you had a fellowship one year, maybe you had a teaching assistantship another year, maybe you did service in the summer or worked in someone's lab. I mean, like all of these are with the same employer, but they're technically different roles within that experience. So having them listed as separate entries under the same employer makes it really easy for people to see, oh, you did all of these things at Michigan State University. Okay, I understand your time there a little bit better. For university professors, for graduate students, for scientists who work in or many roles at the same place even, this is a great way to keep things organized. Now, if you select the same employer, automatically when you do entries, it's going to do this for you. There's no special like formatting thing that you need to do. You just need to be sure to select the same employer for each entry. I talk more about how to kind of decide which roles you should include in experience in the text-based lessons you'll see next. The other thing that I want to point out is that some entries will include maybe projects with descriptions that you've completed. Maybe that was the big outcome that you want to talk about from that particular experience. Notice how Echo has included each kind of section and the type of project or kind of thing that she was working on, maybe an evaluation project that she was working on for each kind of section. So you want to find ways to break up your information, make it really easy to read, but also do that while keeping things organized. Using bullet points, using some kind of marker or even capital letters to create headings is a great idea to do that. So for some of you, you may be saying, hey, this is much longer description than I was expecting. But again, because of that see more and see less feature that is automatic with LinkedIn, it makes it really easy to include more information without overwhelming people. When you use good formatting, when you make it simple sentences, short paragraphs, it makes it really easy for people to read, especially on mobile screens, and it makes it easy for people to engage further, maybe by discovering a little bit more about that particular project or publication or outcome of your experience. I'll be sure to drop the link to Echo's profile below this video. That way you can check it out and see how her work experience sections are. Don't worry, she did give me permission to do this, so I am sharing her profile with permission. And if you feel like she would be a good person for you to learn from, go ahead and connect with her. Echo is awesome and she shares awesome tips on LinkedIn all the time.